Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host, Joe. Today we're going to continue with more Fallout New Vegas. Well, last we left it off, we wandered into this collapsed tunnel. There are, frankly, spooky monsters in here called tunnelers. I don't like them. As the name implies, they come out of holes in the ground and get the drop on you. Just take all of that. And so far, I haven't been, damaged by the tunnelers. So I don't know if I should be too spooked by them, but, they come out of nowhere. Or seemingly they can. I did find one tunnel that they were emerging from, and put a mine directly in it. What? What do you see? Nothing, you just making noises over here? Worth spooking me for that? What do you have to worry about? You can just fly straight up. Yeah, this is one of their holes. Don't mind if I do. See what I'm talking about? That all of them? Okay. I think the riot shotgun might be the way to go. Also, I'm going to eat a food or something. You know what? Healing powder, why not? Lower my perception so these bastards can get the jump on me better. Why not? Oh boy. Okay, this is just the end of the tunnel then. It's a little irradiated. Only a little, though. That's not so bad. And this sure looks like a Ulysses camp. Or a dead guy camp. Take your wrench. Get off of this stuff. I want to investigate your goods. Put the bear back in the box. Nails are technically ammo. Handy. I can combine that flare gun with my flare gun in order to make a better flare gun. There we go. Okay, well, we've officially met a new enemy down here, tunnelers. Enter the high road? Sure. I'll step right out.
There you are. You went quiet for a time. Knew killing the bear wouldn't prove easy. You and your machine, you survived. There's a lesson here in the Divide. Old world history about paving and intentions could teach the Republic a thing or two. If they listened. They have an idea of trying to do what's right, never quite getting there. Maybe you've seen it. Neptune. Elsewhere. Trying doesn't hold much weight with me. Legion doesn't try to kill people. They do it. The bear kills people trying to protect them. Irony's sharp, and Legion, their flag may be old, but it's not at war with itself. No matter now, Bear couldn't hold the Divide. You and that machine are all that remains of NCR here. Rest fell to radiation, fire, and what burrows below. You see true, not scavengers. It's what they wore before this all happened. Pain makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield now turned against the Divide. Few survived, intact. Many NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Caesar, fear of the Legion. The dam, that old world wall. The bear, NCR, couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser, House. You'd think the whole world was that wall, cutting the Colorado. If I'd never laid eyes on it, never spoke of it. But once found, it was all Caesar could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him. And the Divide. of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery. If you can't kill the bear in one stroke, bleed it, starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the Divide belongs to history. They bear false versions of Legate Linus's mask, the one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now. It's shaped from Divide metal, not with care and strength, but with hate. Keeps them anchored. Crude, effective, like the blades they carry. Distant mirrors of their legate, a symbol they can hold on to, while the Divide tears at them. For the two-headed bear, NCR, they don't have symbols in the same way Legion does. They revere their mines and explosives, guns. That is their religion. Death from afar. Take pride in it. Tunnelers, predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here. Divide broke their sky, showed them the world above, and the scent of new prey. Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire, but they'll come for its people, from where they least expect, below.
It doesn't tell me what they are.
Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matches the history of this place. Were signs they were here for a long time. Before marked men. Before what happened to the Divide cracked their sky. If so, they were buried deep. Might have been born the day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation.
That's true.
Death will come from below. In the Divide, need to watch the sky and the ground. Mojave will be easy prey for them. They'll start emerging throughout the Mojave in time. Might be years, probably less. They breed fast, hunt in groups, more than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave, once they draw blood. Seen them tear apart Deathclaws. Deathclaw might get some, but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds. Mojave and the Divide are the only places I've walked. Walked the east, too, before the bull came. Then, much like the Mojave before the bear, tribes, towns, clutching to life. Bull did a better job. The tapes. Didn't think those would be found. You know the Divide better than I thought. Had tech from the Big Empty. Recorder a woman gave me. Didn't survive the road. On its last legs. Cast it and the tapes aside. Weren't worth the words anyway. Not like I'd forget what happened. If you heard them. Nothing but ramblings. Reminders for a man who doesn't need them. Probably more lying from here to the Divide. Maybe not. Who's to say? You, perhaps, found them, heard them after I cast them aside. Maybe there was purpose in that. If they matter, if history matters, we'll see at the end of the road. At the end of the high road lies Ashton, its silo. That machine I'm with you, it can open it, wake it up, like it did the one in Hopeville. Hate? No. There's nothing to hate in metal, steel, gold, or platinum. was brought here. Many in the Mojave think the Divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life, a town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the Divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This time, the Divide's in the other direction. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was.
Okay, so I'm from here.
All roads lead back to one's home. Not your birthplace, maybe, but home. Home isn't where you were born into this world. You taught me that. Part of your message, whether you meant it or not, can be a place of mind, a moment where you know who you are, the history of it, and they can be places you breathe life into. Never would have known the Divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks again and again. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here. A hard road. Kept the land before the Divide alive through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home. It means everything. Even if you deny it, cast it aside, that speaks to what you are, proves what happened here. It was you walking that road that kept the Divide alive. It grew from what you did. Settlers, camps, filling that old world city. Chance for a new nation, new beginning, new way of thinking. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not old world. Something you made. Road was a supply line. NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade, others by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
We're done! Okay. My god, he's chatty. Also, now that I'm going above ground, I don't want the shotgun on anymore. Yeah, sure. a second. Alright, none of these shots are hitting. Alright, fortunately a chunk of that guy landed next to me, so I can pick up his stuff. And we successfully killed Mr. Beast, it seems. We've saved the internet. Gross. Make anything at the campfire. Nothing worth making. Alright, Mr. Beast, what do you got? I'm out of machine gun, satchel charge, satchel charge. 10mm rounds. Oh, human flesh, fun. Legion currency. Okay, well, we know who you are then. Ammo box is empty. Satchel charge box has satchels. More shoulder-mounted machine guns. Jesus. Oh, cool. That is a thing. Okay. Thank you for that, Edie. Okay, can I... Ooh. It's not really worth using now. Save it for later. I mean, why would I not? Because it's not going to make any difference. I'll save it for later. Edie, take some things. Oh, she's full up. Okay. Actually, you know what? No. Give me these Blades of the West. Yeah, that there. I want to keep the tribal armor for some reason. Let's sell this thing some goods. I'm like, I don't really need duct tape. I'm not crafting out here. Why am I hanging on to all this stuff for crafting then? Tunneler hide, are you even good for anything? I don't know, we'll hang on to it for now. Do you have anything worth buying? I mean, I've only been in the tunnel, so probably not, but I'll grab these 10mm rounds, why not? Oh, right, I have cigarettes and such. And a Deathclaw hand. I no longer care about hanging onto a Deathclaw hand. Yeah, sure, give me 9,000 of your credits. Credits? Caps. Alright. Love when it's very difficult right at first, and then, like, the second time you try, it's just, nope, right away opens. It's fine. It's like I loosened it up or something. Alright, well. Beast, I'm sure you were an interesting fellow in life, but unfortunately in death, you just go into the fire. I don't care for the leather belt. God, that gives me an idea. There we go. I believe that's my last frame of film. I thought I saw a head over there. It was just wreckage. There is something over there, though. Oh, there's something over there, all right. That man fell down. Anything else? I recognize I could just set off that warhead over there, but without investigating first, that feels a little bit dirty. Where the fuck are you? Oh, you're up there. He's shooting me with a flare gun. Okay, well, he was going to have a bad time regardless of what happened. I'm beginning to think that it is just that, yeah, getting close to these warheads is irradiating. And that once they blow up, they stop being radioactive, which is the opposite of how a bomb works. Alright, we're gonna give this thing a little bit of space. Alright, problem solved. And also, I guess that feels like a good place to leave off for now. Thank you for tuning in. I have once again been your host, Joe, and I'll see you next time with more Fallout New Vegas.